What was that later?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Yeah, man, y'all be jamming on that. I remember I listened to y'all the whole way home one time on the app.
Yeah?
That was a old show. That was
probably one of our first shows.
That was Omar. Yeah, Omar and he had all the food up here.
Oh, from Radio Shack?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was coming back from New Orleans. Yeah, I love this show. I should come back and hang out sometime.
Yeah, okay.
You know, y'all have guests every week. Matter of fact, y'all had...
The only 2 shows we didn't was Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve.
Right.
We were just kicking it.
Right.
But,
y'all had Miss Faye on too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna have her on. But, I decided not to. Well, she actually called me. And, I was like, no, because I don't, I want to step on you. So I'm like, no, make sure you definitely go.
Yeah, I don't know much about that because, like I said, I just focus on the music. So, like,
right.
Lori's the one handling all the guests. That's like her part of the job.
Really? Well, it's like this. Because that's happened with every other show. You know what I'm saying? So it's not y'all. But I'm all for like 25 hours a week, something like that. 22 hours a week. And everybody else is on for like 2 hours a week, and Crush is on for 8 hours a week. So if you got a guess, I'm not gonna mess with your guess. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Straight up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that would be messed up. But I had this other, I had a DJ on for the show, and he had an all-female hip-hop cycle, and he was going on the show by himself. I wanted all of them to come together.
Yeah.
But I'm like, nah, there's a show that comes on Saturdays, and he was already going on that show. I'm like, nah, man, I don't want to. We want to impose this thing. You know how that is. But anyway, all right. So I figure we can jump right back into talking about Goddess Vision. Give another little quick description of what it is, people that's doing it.
And I really like when you asked me about how I got into DJing. I realized I only said one thing, which was the lessons, but I feel like there's a lot more that happened before that.
Okay, you want to jump into that?
If you want to talk about that, I'd be happy to say more about
That's
that.
cool.
Yeah, because the lessons are important. There's a lot of other stuff that happened.
Nah, it's fine, man. Hey, whatever you want to divulge, it's fine with me, man. How about talking about? We can just talk about after we talk about the event and stuff. We'll just talk a little bit about the artists and the live artists, installations, and fire film and all that. I'll ask you all that. And then I think we can ride another 5 to 10 minutes. I mean, right now it's 19 minutes before, so.
Okay,
It doesn't.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very fast, man. It happens fast. So.
Now I know how the guests feel.
Yeah.
You're like, what? My hour's over?
It's crazy. It's crazy. I got, I think I told you that I do have the lady, her name's Carrie Red Wells. She's coming on today. She organized the Women's March.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah, then there's a women's event at Depot Park on Friday. I don't know what time. But there's just a lot of women speakers, different fields of industry.
Oh, that's happening this Friday?
Yeah, Depot Park.
Okay.
It's called Woman to Woman. I forgot. I'm very bad about. I do my research on my guests like right before they come on. So I hadn't researched yet. I'll do it tonight.
I think my roommate told me. I know she said there's something happening at Depot Park.
I saw it in the paper. So I went to high school with the 2 girls that are putting it on.
Oh, cool.
So I hit them up and they cool come on. But we have, we're doing Changeville, and the artists that won, we had like a competition on because we have to have a featured artist.
Okay.
Have to be the only requirement is they have to be socially conscious. So we did like a I wouldn't say competition, but we kind of voted. They had some guys submit some music. So the artist that we selected, he's coming on Friday.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Are you allowed to say his name yet?
Absolutely. His name is something I can't pronounce. But but I can find it. Because I don't want to say it wrong.
Is he a local like MC?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to lie. His name is Az something. A-Z Azars? I don't know. I'll find it.
Okay. No, I'd be curious to know because I got a couple homies that are local MCs and rappers, so I wonder if it's somebody I know.
Yes, Azarus. I'm gonna forward you some of his YouTube and all that.
Oh, cool.
Do that right now. Well, I was supposed to be on there. Somebody is handling to that beat right now.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yo, what's going on, Gainesville? It's your boy Jerk Jerkins right here on WMBT 90.1 FM The Beat. Don't this beat make you want to ride on top of a train?
A fly paper plane?
A fly paper plane. That's gonna be the next one, man. But yeah, hey, I got the big homie in the building, man. DJ Cash Miracle. Y'all might know him from the Music and Medicine Show with my big homie Shakur on Sundays, man. So what's going on, DJ Cash Miracle?
I'm just having a blast in the studio.
You too, man. You gotta come out and hang out some more, man. You're already part of the team, man. You might as well come through and, you know what I'm saying? You can definitely hit me up. You can help me with music, that's for sure.
That is for sure.
We were talking just now. You said there was some things you wanted to mention about your start in this game and some things that you want to go. You want to touch on that?
Right. So I mentioned taking lessons before, which to anyone interested in learning how to DJ is very helpful in just having a teacher
right
right there to show you. Because of course there's lots of YouTube tutorials, but it makes a world of difference to have somebody right there physically showing you and giving you feedback and saying like, no, it's like this. But before I actually linked up with my homie Rob Zilva, who's the teacher that I was telling you about.
Right.
I just wanted to share part of my story. I feel like for me, music has always been in me, like that desire to do something in it. And when I was younger, I explored with making beats, and it was fun and fulfilling in a certain way, but there's a lot that I felt like I don't really know what I'm doing yet.
Right.
So I took a break from making beats, and I started watching a ton of documentaries, just anything that I could find on DJing, the art of DJing, even scratching. There's a ton of scratch documentaries out there on YouTube, so they're free. And I learned a lot just by doing that, and through the process of watching those documentaries, that's what made me realize that DJing has always been inside of me. I just didn't know it as that. I didn't recognize it, but from the way that I was always getting into artists and looking into them, like when I hear a song I like.
Let me cut you off real quick. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But let me cut you off. Name some of those scratch documentaries, man. For because I might want to check some out myself.
So one is just called Scratch.
I got a little DJ in me.
One is called Scratch, and I think they might. Sometimes people spell Scratch with a K instead of a C. I'm not sure about that documentary, but it's just called Scratch.
All right, my bad.
So you'll find that one.
Cool,
and then DJ Qbert is one of my favorites as far as learning about the origins of scratching and even scratching techniques. So it's the letter Q, B-E-R-T, DJ Qbert. And he's part of the Invisible Scratch Pickles, one of the members of that, and they're all amazing scratch DJs individually, but together it's like a superpower. So that was one of my favorite ones. Any documentary by DJ Qbert is very helpful. He's got his own school as well.
Nice.
He's really into giving back to the youths and helping them out, learn what he's
keeping
learned.
That perpetuating the culture.
Yes.
What I'm talking about.
Yes, and I think he's Filipino. Don't quote me on that, but he's some kind of Asian. So that was extra inspiring for me to see. Okay, there's other Asians doing this too, like myself.
Okay.
So. Yeah, watching those documentaries and seeing the techniques made me realize the desire has always been there, and even the things that I was doing, like just collecting my music and curating my collection, you know, from different genres and artists, and just wanting to know more about how sound works. Like, how do you take one sound and blend it with another one, even if they're not in the same genre, things like that. Like basically making your own music, taking already existing music and making a whole brand new sound out of it. That's always been really interesting and exciting to me, especially since my tastes are so diverse. It's just now coming into the mainstream, a lot of Indian music and sounds and instruments coming into, like, you're hearing it in Western hip-hop production, or a lot of European beat makers and producers are using Asian sounds and Asian samples, or even like Egyptian and Arabic. There's this whole realm on YouTube called Arab Trap. And so it's like trap music, but it's got Arabic samples and sounds in it. So that's exciting to me because it's more than just the music. It's blending of cultures and bringing people together.
Cool. Real quick before I forget, can you give the people your SoundCloud so you can check out some of your mixes if that's okay?
Yes, absolutely. So I'll actually give my Mixcloud because that has more of my mixes on there. So it's mixcloud.com/DJ Kashmira. And or you could just go to the little search box on Mixcloud.com and just search for Cash Miracle or DJ Kashmira.
Spell it for me, please.
I will come up.
Spell it for me, please.
Okay, so Cash Miracle is KA$HMIRACLE.
Okay.
And DJ Kashmira is DJ KASHMIRA.
And we so off. I'm so off track right now. But let's talk about your names real quick. We was talking about that earlier. I love the fact that, cause see, when I met you as DJ Cash Miracle, but then I was reading your name earlier, your actual name. I'm like, hold on, what am I doing? Like, am I reading the wrong thing here? But your real name is almost your stage name. Right? Am I? You said there's a funny story behind that?
Yeah, you read it right. My birth name, which is Kashmira, is actually in Cash Miracle. My whole name, all 8 letters are in Cash Miracle.
Like Nas is in Nasir.
Exactly like that. So, I have a niece, I have a beautiful twin sister, and her daughter's name is Maika, and Maika in Sanskrit means magic. So we were talking about magic and miracles, and one of the meanings of my twin's name, which is Karishma, is miracle.
Okay.
So we were kind of just joking around, me and some of the homies and my twin, and we went around the circle like, oh, your name could be like Karish Miracle, or like there was like a Steve and a Tigress. So then I was the very last one, and when somebody said like, or Cash Miracle, we were like, yo, Cash Miracle, that one fits the best. And we were like, that's gold. That's your DJ name right there. So I was given my DJ name from just being in a really great circle of homies.
That's how it happens, man. That's how it really happens. People can't figure out their name for years, man. You just have one like it was born like it was for you.
Yeah, and I love it because people since back in the day have been calling me like Cash Money, what's up? Cash Money Millionaires was really big and hot back in the day. So I like that it still has the cash in it, but it's miracle. So it's so much more than music. We're making miracles with the music, you know.
Perfect balance. Wait, man. Let me get back on track a little bit, man. Back to the Goddess Visions 3.
Yes.
If we could talk a little bit about everything that's going to be offered there, not just the event with but the visual artists and the live artists, and a little bit what the people are going to get a taste of when they come up.
Yeah, so Goddess Vision 3 is a full-on experience. Like I said, there will be female DJs, but it's so much more than just music. You can walk. It's actually part of Gainesville's Art Walk, monthly Art Walk that happens on Friday nights. So as part of that, there's art all in the space. They've already been working on it all week. And so there's paintings by a lot of local painters and artists, and there's also what they call installations, which is more 3D art, like the paintings, they're more 2D. So the installations are, like I saw a really cool picture on Facebook. I can't remember the artist's name, but they were crystals. So she made, I don't know what material she used, but they look like real life crystals, like that you would find from the earth, but blown up, like 3D. So it's more interactive. You can walk through and kind of have more of an experience with that.
And you are already familiar with one of the artists, right? You already seen some of the work?
Yeah, so Carrie Martinez, as I mentioned earlier, she's one of the founders and owners of Visionary CrossFit, along with her husband, Jacek, and she's an amazing painter. I've seen her paint live, actually at the last time I DJ'd there, which was for Fellowship 3, and that was a local hip-hop festival. So she was painting live during that. And then her artwork is featured all in the gallery of Visionary CrossFit, and it's just beautiful, right up there along the vibes of Goddess Visions.
I'm talking about, man. Yes. Buy some art from there, man. You get it free, man.
Yes.
Cool. Can you talk a little bit about, did I ask you about installations already?
Yes.
All right, cool. My bad. What about the Fire and Flow artists? Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah.
Just what it is?
So I'll tell you briefly. So my understanding is that they have some of them have batons and some of them have these like kind of ball and chains, and I'm not sure what kind the artists this week are going to be using, but basically there's some kind of fire involved, like real fire. So they're kind of spinning these things that are lit on fire, and it sounds crazy, but when you know what you're doing and you're doing it in a safe way, it's very artistic, and it's almost like a trance-like meditation because you're just seeing the spinning fire and they're just vibing with the music, so it's very melodic and right in sync with the beats.
Awesome, man. Awesome. That's so awesome. So, just to kind of review a little bit for the people that wasn't listening earlier, man. DJ Cashmere will be opening up the show at 7.
Yes.
Get there at 7. You get in free.
Yes.
There's gonna be food there. It's gonna be catered by who's got Soul Spice. I don't know your Soul Spice out there, but shout out to you, bro, for catering the event.
All
man.
I know is that they're really dang tacos.
See, there you go. And that's what I'm talking about right there. But yo, anything that we didn't touch on that you want to touch on before we get up out of here?
Just come out and support your local community artists. There's a lot of great artists, both female and male, and everyone is welcome. Although the show is put on by all women creators, everyone is welcome, and all ages as well. It's a family-friendly event, so bring your kids if you got kids. Show them what our community is all about and what's happening, so they can see the progression and the culture, because that's what we're creating, a better culture.
Awesome, man. Awesome. DJ Cashmere, Miracle Sorry. Thank you for coming in today, man. Like, I just want to thank you on behalf of the show, like, for coming and blessing us, man, letting us know everything that's going on. Please don't be a stranger, man. You got to come back sometime, man. Hang out with us, man. Come through and let's do a mix of something on the show or something, man.
That.
For real. Like, that would be awesome, man. Wait a minute, man. Let me see if we can get right back to it. Let me see what I got for y'all, man. We'll throw it back with a little bit old and bold to take us out of the hour, man. We'll free your mind. Yo, keep it locked right here, man. WMBT 94 left from the beat. It's your boy Jerk Jerkins right here on the Jerk Jerkins Show. Peace out with Miss DJ Cash Miracle.
Peace and love.
Shoot. You are the best, young lady. Cool. That was good, man.
That was fun.